right into it. Okay, for starters, some of the headlines that we have going on right now. For all of you joining, welcome. This is a fun educational channel. Don't worry, this is not here to sell you anything. So here we go. One of the headlines for today is Apple. Apple acquires the video editing company Motion VFX, okay, to boost some of their subscribers. Now, Motion VFX is going to work with Apple's Final Cut Pro. It allows Apple to integrate Motion FX's capabilities rather than rely on third-party sources. We'll be going into that. Also coming up is another one. Amazon rolls out their 1 hour and 3 hour delivery as ultra-fast shipping trend grows in the US, okay? Also coming up, again, this is my notes, it's not a script. I spent copious amounts of time on this. Hopefully you're gonna enjoy it. So NVIDIA, check this out, this is awesome. NVIDIA announces Vera Rubin Space One chip system for orbital AI data centers. Can you imagine data centers in space, right? That's that. Also, we're gonna have a little bit of news with NVIDIA says that, or their CEO says that NVIDIA now has received orders from China and is restarting their manufacturing. This is for their H200 chips, yeah. And then also right here we'll talk about Qualcomm. Why Qualcomm? Because Qualcomm is one of the largest makers of smartphone processors, and they have plans to do a buyback of 20 billion worth of shares and is raising its quarterly cash dividends, okay? And for example, another one we have is MasterCard. MasterCard is acquiring stablecoin startup BNK in $1.8 billion bet on future payments. Yeah, again, right here, BVNK, $1.8 billion in future payments. Also, we're going to talk about Uber because Uber is always in the news. Lucas, what's going on? Welcome back. Enjoy. Thank you for the likes as always. Yes. If you've got something you want, let me know. I'll put it up here on TradingView. Uber, yeah, they're going to invest 500 million in Argentina. Okay, and then another one, Meta. Meta announces that they're launching Meta's Manus. So Meta acquired Manus, and Manus is going to launch the desktop app to bring its AI agent onto the personal devices. Okay, we'll talk about that one. Also, this has been a long time in the news, the Warner Brothers Paramount deal. Basically, just to summarize, the CEO might be getting 887 million if the Paramount deal does go through, okay? And we'll break that down a little bit as well. Another one, for many of you who might like Lululemon. Lululemon reports weak guidance as the proxy battle and tariffs weigh on the bottom line. We'll talk a little bit about them. Also, another one in the healthcare sector. Some of you might be into Eli Lilly. Well, their shares just started to slide after a bearish Wall Street analyst call. So they just went down 6%. If you like my little bear, let me know. Or if you like my golden bull, let me know which one you prefer, the bear or the bull. Yeah. Anyway, let's get right into that. So, having said that, let's go here to the first headline. We have Apple acquires video editing company Motion VFX. Okay, just to go a little bit further into the details on this one. What is Motion VFX? Let me look that up for you. Motion VFX. What is Motion VFX? Here we go. Motion VFX is a leader of high-quality plugins, motion graphics, and visual effects templates, primarily designed for Apple's Final Cut Pro and Motion apps, as well as DaVinci Resolve, recently acquired by Apple. Okay. It offers subscription-based design studio featuring thousands of drag and drop elements like titles, transitions, and 3D effects to simplify the professional video editing. Okay, so looking back here at Apple, yeah, they really want Motion VFX capabilities so they can do it, work with them directly rather than rely on third-party extensions. So this is Motion VFX basically is a Polish startup, okay? and it's going to work with Final Cut Pro editing suite right there. And for example, if you're curious, this Motion VFX was started in 2009 and offers packages starting at $29 a month. Yeah, okay. Now let's take a look here at Apple. All right, just real quick, not spending a whole lot of time with this APL, but let's see how they're doing. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, here is Apple. Now, if you look right here, I am on the 1 minute chart. There's a 1 minute chart, and then there's also a one day chart. Okay, so you want to look at both so that you'll be able to see the different chart patterns and different things like that. Okay, so for example, let's go right here. Now, let's start out with the RSI, the Relative Strength Index, okay? Right now, the Relative Strength Index is sitting here at 40, okay? And as we've talked about before, between 45 and 55 is pretty neutral, so 40 is also still pretty neutral, okay? So it's sitting right there at 41. And then, as you can see right here, how does it correlate with the price chart? Go right up here. So there's 41. Pontoon Jody, catfishing. Good morning and welcome. Yes, good to have you back. Let me know what's good. What's the good news? Right now we're taking a look at Apple because Apple just acquired this, where is it right here? They acquired Motion VFX. So we're talking about Apple for a few minutes and before we move on. Yeah, so here's Apple. And right now, let me get you some chart patterns real quick. There's Apple. There's the RSI, meaning it's going to be very, very neutral. And then, and right here, if you look at the MEC, the moving average convergence divergence also as well. If you look right here, let me point out the arrow right here. Just know, we'll get into this more specifically later on, but know that when that blue MACD line crosses the orange signal line going up, then you're going to have a price chart going up, price pattern going up right there. And then when it goes, crosses it going down, just like it does right here also, crosses it going down, you'll see the downward pattern up here as well. So basically the relative strength index and the MAC, moving average convergence divergence, the MACD, a lot of those both rely on history to find patterns and stuff. That's the simplified version, super simplified. We'll talk more about it later, but just introducing that for now. Again, you see that, and you see the price chart. Right now, it's basically consolidating neutral. And over here, you can see the RSI right there. Now, yeah, and this is the 1 day. So you can see what I mean right here, right there. It's not doing much, just like right here in the, right there, it's not moving much, just like it's not moving much right down here, okay? And if you zoom out, you'll be able to see more patterns emerge, like the pattern right here. Here's your reverse head right there. And here's your left shoulder, here's your right shoulder, there's your neckline, there's your left, right shoulder neckline breakout going up right there, okay? And a lot of times, some patterns have more head and shoulders, some of them have more double tops and double bottoms. It just depends. If you would look over here, sometimes the head and shoulders will be reversed. Jim Som, hello, greetings, welcome back. Sometimes the head and shoulders will be reversed by the reverse head and shoulders, and sometimes the double top will be reversed by the double bottom. Just like here, you see this? Here's your head right here, left shoulder, right shoulder, and then you see the neckline breakout right there, okay? Again, here's the head and shoulders, and then it gets reversed by the reversed head and shoulders. And then, Let's go over here. What other patterns can we find? Thoughts on the Universal 9629, The Big Short, as in the entertaining movie. Well, I personally enjoyed it, and it was a little bit eye-opening actually as well. Do you think history will repeat itself? Universal? Yes, yes. Okay, so you enjoyed it too. That's what yes means, right? Which parts did you enjoy, or do you think it's going to repeat? Do you think history will repeat? Let me know. Jim Sam, good morning to you as well, and welcome back. What's going on today? Give me some good news. Is it Jim Sam? Is it going to be the day of the bear, or is it going to be the day of the bull? Let me know which one you like more. All right, let's keep going here, looking at some more of these chart patterns on Apple. You can zoom in, zoom out. Also, this is on the 1 day. If you put it on the 1 minute, you'll also see different patterns emerge too. Yeah. And let's see, let me show you one that might. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, here's another. This one's got a lot of head and shoulders. Here's your head, here's your shoulders, and then right there, it does go down a little bit, not too much, but it does go down. This Christian Bale. Oh, Universal's 9629, Christian Bale. What a performance! Yes, I know what you mean, and I kind of agree. Good performance, and actually, I like the ideas that were shown in the movie as well. But yeah. So again, do you think it'll repeat? I think we'll have more of that coming up. I hope not, but history doesn't repeat, but it rhymes or something. Bum, bum, bum. And let's see if I can give you. Okay, yeah. Here's on Apple. We have right here. You see, here's your double bottom right here. Why is it a double bottom necessarily? Because if you see both of these come down to about right here, the same, you see how these come down to about the same point right there. That's what they call a double bottom, and then they come up in the center, meet in the middle right there. That's where they meet in the middle. That's your neckline, and then bang, the neckline breaks. That's where the breakout happens, is at the neckline. Yeah, I have Universal. I have no idea. I hope not. Can't have. Yeah, but I mean, can't have fraudulent markets. But do you think anything has changed? Do you think the markets are really not fraudulent? Do you think they're really, fair and perfect now? Do you think something has changed at all, or do you think things have just moved, shifted around, and it's still all the same? Quotes. Yeah, quotes. Yeah, can't have air quotes fraudulent markets. Most definitely not. Yeah, things have not really changed, and it's yeah, I know what you mean. All right, let's take a look here. Dun, dun, dun. There's a big decision going down to Jim Sum. Okay, the big decision going down today is dun, dun, dun. Tell me more. Man's nature and green never changes. Yes. Yeah, I know what you mean. Man's natural, how do you say, mentality, man's natural, it's human nature, man's human nature, and green never changes. Yes, Universal, I know what you mean. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, so here's a couple chart patterns on Apple. Dun, dun, dun. Let me see if I can give you some more. Coming right up here. Well, that's Apple. Let's go on to the fundamentals. We'll give you more chart patterns in just a moment here. Before I go to the fundamentals, let me just show you this. How right now on Apple, when you see these, for example, I forget. Yeah, the volume of trading, these trading bars right here. I'm just, wait, there's a big decision going on. I'm just waiting for my Jim Sum, and I'm just waiting for my moment. Okay, Jim Sum, I like it, but tell me more. What's the big decision, and what's the moment you're waiting for? Everybody on the stream is, looking forward to hearing what you're saying. Share your insights. And what do war bonds look like right now? Universal 9629. What do war bonds look like right now? Good question. I don't know. This might be a surprise, but I don't actually know everything. But yeah, let me. If you would go ahead and tell me your because I don't have any thoughts right now on war bonds. Let me know. Dun, dun, dun. This is not the channel. This is not the channel where I claim to know everything and claim to be superior, like some prodigy or something. No. So anyway, why do you say I'm good? I mean, I appreciate the positive energy, but why do you say that? Just because I'm not going to sit here and blow smoke or something? Let's see. Let me know what you mean. Okay, so here, if you're looking right here, in your case over here, you'll see the trading volume bar is jumping up. You'll see that when there's more price action here, right there. So there we go. And right now you'll see that right down here, there's less trade volume because there's less price action. You're good. Just confirmation. Okay, I'll take it. Appreciate it. Dun, dun, dun. And okay, so right now volume is at 32.3 million. Market cap is at 3.7 trillion. And let's go here to the earnings. Okay, Apple's earnings report right now. For example, quarterly, their earnings is, if you can see right here, yes, right here, for example, quarterly Q1 of 2026 actually beat expectations. Same thing with Q4 and same thing with Q3, okay? So if you're looking at Apple, the last 3 quarters beat Wall Street's expectations. Let's see. Oh, Shaila Hurry, do you trade gold? I don't trade gold, but I do invest in gold. So I love the question. In fact, that's one of my topics on this live stream is going to be gold. And let's see. So for example, I'm very aware of like the current price of gold and silver. I actually invest in both of them. And I'm also very aware of how the oil price is changing the strength of the dollar, which also changes the price of gold and silver. And I'm also, I've been, investing in gold and silver for many, many years. Shaila Hurry. So yeah, and I'm very aware of some of the, mining companies that are doing very, very well the last, year or two because of the price of gold and silver and how the dollar against gold is declining, things like that. So yeah, bring on the comments. I'm only Universal, I'm only 23 and was looking into JP Morgan's enormous net profit in 2008. Good. Well, Universal, it's great that you're only 23 and you're already into this and that you're learning and growing. So good job to you. I don't know, if you're asking me a question, looking for advice, just keep learning and keep growing and keep doing what you're doing. So yeah, thanks for the insights. What else? Okay, so here we are, Apple. And if we go annually, for example, annually is generally more important because most people are looking for more of the long-term trade rather than the short-term. It just depends on your strategy. But 2025, 2024, and 2023 speaking for the year on earnings, were all three very good. They beat Wall Street's expectations. Specific mining companies. At Shays 948, specific mining companies. Okay. Is there a specific mining company that you want me to analyze, look up on TradingView? Yeah, for those of you who are watching, I'm looking at TradingView, and we're looking at Apple right now. Have you seen Nancy Pelosi's trading in stocks at net profit? Universal 9629. I have not seen. I noticed you changed your name, Nancy Pelosi's trading. But I know what you mean. She's very much in the headlines for that. I don't want to get political, but I very much know what you're trying to say, and I probably share the same sentiment. And I think I know what you mean, and I kind of agree with you. But so Shays, is there a specific mining company like Newmont or what is it? Freeport, Newmont to Freeport McMoran. There's also that one that was actually, I forget the name. Let me look this up. Top USA mining companies. There was that one that was going to have that merger too. Freeport McMoran, Newmont, and what was the one that was going to have a merger a while back? Where is it? Oh God. I forget the name of that company, but several months ago there was this big company that was going to have a merger, and then the merger didn't happen. But yeah, for insane amounts, she's up something percent. Was the most powerful woman. Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. I don't know what to say, but I know what you mean. Yeah. There you go. Okay, so let's going back here to Apple. We're looking right here at the earnings. Great earnings. Let's look at now for Apple. Let's look at the revenue growth, revenue income, and revenue income, and for the last. If you look at here annually, see, this is the strange part. That's why you have to look at all the information. Because right here, if you're looking right here on 2023, everything is negative in the red. But if you go back here to earnings, 2023 was very much a positive earnings report. So that's why, for example, when you're looking here at the revenue, the profit, and the income, 2023 was completely negative. However, 2024 and 2025 were all green, all positive, except for net income in 2024. Okay, so I always encourage you to look at everything. Yeah. All right, and some people enjoy looking at the forecast. I personally do not. I think I don't really put too much stock into it. I take it with a bucket of salt. But if you do, there it is right there. And again, this is Trading View if you're watching from home. That was Apple, because Apple just acquired Motion VFX to boost its subscribers with its Final Cut editing suite. Now let's take a look here at Amazon. Why are we looking at Amazon? Because Amazon is rolling out the 1 hour, 3 hour delivery as ultra fast shipping gets in more demand. So for example, let me read, these are my notes, copious amounts of time on this stuff. By the way, if any of you have more questions about the chart patterns or any of the indicators that I use, etc., feel free to drop the question in the comments, or drop your email there and I can send you an email back, whatever you want to do, whatever is easiest for you. Send me a message, that's fine too. Message me or drop your email and I can get back to you with you about more of the indicators and chart patterns and stuff like that if you're interested. So Amazon rolls out, so Bear Stearns started the Universal, so Bear Stearns started the chain that turned into 2008 crisis. Well, again, depends on who you ask and what's your, but that's what some might say, yeah. Again, everything is relative, right? So some people might have different information, some people might have the same information. It all depends on where you get your information, and a lot of times, how would we even really know where it all started? Who says who? And I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying that, yeah, I know what you mean, but I don't have the solid information that, yeah, that's exactly what happened. But that's, part of the story that I've heard too. So, yeah. Okay, so Amazon rolls out 1 hour, 3 hour delivery as ultra fast shipping trend grows in the US. 3 hour delivery is available in about 2,000 cities, while 1 hour delivery is available in the hundreds. And the company was made whole after. Yes, could have been. It's possible. Again, I don't have all the information on that, but I know about what you're talking about. So 3 hour delivery is available in 2,000 cities and hundreds of these areas. Over 90,000 products are available for 3 hour delivery, and they are testing the 30-minute deliveries, trying to launch drone-based delivery. So have you ever seen Universal 9629? I'm good. Okay, well, thank you very much. I'm not sure why you say that, but I'll take the compliment. I appreciate it. Yeah. Dun, dun, dun. Do you just enjoy the conversation, or are there other reasons? Or yeah, let me know what you enjoy the most about the stream. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Have any of you seen drones being? Have you seen drones doing deliveries in your neighborhood? If so, let me know. It would be interesting to hear about. Um, Now, Walmart also claims it can deliver 95% of American goods in under 3 hours. If any of you have any information about that, please share it. I've been heavily looking into the 2008 crisis and the Epstein connection. Oh, Universal. Now you're getting deep into politics. Here we go. But yeah, I know what you mean. Uh, there's not too much I can say specifically on the live stream. Otherwise, the channel might get dinged, it might get restricted or something like that. But yeah, I'm following your wavelength. It's all kind of a big spider's web, right? Um, yeah. Feel free to send me a message and we can talk more. Anybody else, if you're interested, send me a message for more information. Instacart, DoorDash, and Uber also offer products in 2 hours. Here's the thing. For example, it mentioned here in this article that if you have Prime membership, the 1 hour is about $10 and the 3 hour is about $5. Now, if you're not a member, if you're not a Prime member on Amazon, the 1 hour is $20 and the 3 hour is about $15. Let me know, would you be willing to pay $10 for the 1 hour delivery or $5 for the 3 hour delivery? And if you're not a member, would you be willing to pay $20 for a 1 hour delivery or $15 for a 3 hour delivery? Yeah, I'm curious to hear what any of you think about that. So that's Amazon. And that's what's new with them. Let's take a look at them. Again, this is the 1 day chart. You can also look at the 1 minute chart to get other chart patterns. Let's take a look here at Amazon. Right here. Okay. IU, hey, good morning to you too. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're enjoying the channel and enjoying some of the information that we provide here. What's up today? Let me know what you're thinking about. Right now we're taking a look at Amazon because Amazon's in the news with their new high-speed delivery service, 1 hour, 3 hour, and we're talking about some of the prices of that. How much is new in AI tech affecting stocks? Oh, Universal, how much is new in AI affecting stocks? Well, that depends on what stock you're looking at. You are the best. Now, IU, why do you say I'm the best teacher? Why do you say that? Are you teasing me or what? Let me know. Is it because you like the information or is there some other reason? But I appreciate it, IU. Universal, back to you. If you're looking at NVIDIA is like changing every day with AI. Also, when you're looking at AI, if you think about it this way, AI is also affecting lots of things because it's taking away jobs. Like for example, look at Oracle, look at Amazon, look at what Jack Dorsey's block company just did. The headline yesterday with Meta is firing one-fifth, that's 20% of its workforce. Its stock has already jumped up. So again, how is AI affecting stocks? Well, AI can affect stock just because it's taking away jobs, and therefore when the companies lay off, their stock goes up. So yeah, Universal, Oracle bad. Well, again, if you're an investor in it, maybe it's a good thing. Made 1,000 at Fight 5.0, made 1,000 in 90 days from 5 stocks. Yeah, it's possible, definitely, because again, it's just like the question: how much is AI affecting stocks? Well, it affects stocks. For example, with NVIDIA. Look at what NVIDIA is doing with AI, and then look at how AI is also affecting the workforce. It can affect it both ways. Like NVIDIA is talking about putting data centers in outer space. That's one way that AI can affect things. Another way is AI is also affecting the corporate America because AI can do things now that they don't need the people for. So, and when they have layoffs, the stock price goes way up. So all of that. So you can make money multiple ways with AI and technology right now. So Fight 5.0, thanks for the comment. And yeah, good question, Universal, because that's a very timely question. Ask the people at Amazon, ask the people at Meta, how AI is affecting things. Yeah, I'm sure they'll have. And ask the people at Jack Dorsey's block how it's affecting things. You know, Jack Dorsey just got rid of, what was it? Yeah, 50%, I think. Yeah, and there's many companies out there like that. So, having said that, this is Amazon. Dun dun dun. Again, 1 hour and 3 hour delivery. RSI is sitting here at 51, 52. So it's super, super neutral. Are you streaming on another app because you're looking at another camera? Yes, IU, it's true. I am. I have more than one, more than one camera looking at me right now. But thanks for the question. I'm sorry about that if it looks strange. But yeah, your energy is always great and you provide great knowledge. Hey man, IU, I appreciate it. Thanks for that. I do my best. I work pretty hard at this, and I try to get interesting information so that you guys will enjoy it. And yeah, providing energy and good information, that's always helpful. Now, for example, let me know, IU, if you have a ticker or something you want me to look up. Dun, dun, dun. Which app is it? Oh, which app is it? I'm also on YouTube. Ange.r, hello to you too. Jim Som, hello. Yes. So yeah, I'm on YouTube and I'm on TikTok right now, in case you're wondering. Yeah. And looking at Amazon, okay. Here's how the RSI, Relative Strength Index, you see how right here, let me put this, very, very neutral. You see me circling the RSI, and then back here, I'm circling the price chart because you can see the correlation. The RSI is super neutral, and so is the price chart right there, okay? And so that's one chart pattern. And you notice also, let me point this out, when there is less price action, you have less trade volume because there's less trading going on, okay? Yeah. And greetings, welcome. This is the channel where we talk everything US markets, US headlines, and we break it down on TradingView. Here we are, here's your double top. Why did this, for example, you're looking at Amazon and the chart just dropped, here's your double top. Right there, double top, and as always, as it's supposed to, it doesn't always happen, but as it's supposed to, the double top tops out, the buyers lose momentum, and the sellers take over, and it drops right there. And then where is the neckline on the on the double top? There's the neckline right there. Okay. Did I miss any? Yeah, right there. Perfect. Anyway, okay, just making sure I didn't miss any comments there. And universal, what much does the trilateral commission affect stocks? Universal 9629. I don't know. Actually, that's a good question. I don't have the answer for that. But I'm aware of what you're talking about, but I don't have the exact answer you're looking for. So there it is. But good question. Also, if you're looking for chart patterns, looking at Amazon right here, here's the double bottom. Again, double bottom. You see it right there, bottoms out, the sellers lose momentum, and the buyers, bang, they take it over. And here is your, I'll highlight the neckline for you, where they meet in the middle, right here. This is your neckline. So here's your neckline, where they meet in the middle. So right there is your neckline breakout. Yes. And as always, guys, if you want, if you have other specific questions or something you want to know about, you can always just send me a message, yeah, or however you want to do it. It's fine. Here's a reverse. Here's a reverse. Reverse head and shoulders. And right here, as you can see, this one is more of a bit of a haunched, you know, like head and shoulders are not always straight across. Sometimes the shoulders is haunched like that, like this one. It's kind of diagonal, but yes, it does break out right here. Bang, right there. Yeah. And for those of you joining, welcome. If you have a question or comment, just drop it in the in the comments there or send me a message. Here we go. Another, yeah. Okay, that's enough for Amazon. There's some chart patterns for you. And we talked a little bit about the RSI. And for example, I also wanted you to be aware that on the RSI, where is it? The RSI, when we talk about overbought and oversold, like for example, this line, that's the overbought, this line is the here's the overbought, here's the oversold line, but those are just guides. They can go way overbought or way oversold for a long time before they ever market correct and come down, or market correct and go up. So just be aware of that. It is just a guide. Universal head and shoulders into a dip. Yeah, well, okay, I'm not the one that makes the names for this stuff, but the head and shoulders, for example, the head and shoulders, yes, it goes down, and then there's also the reverse head and shoulders that breaks out and goes up, and sometimes they counter each other. One breaks it down, and then flip, one breaks it back up. You'll oftentimes see that with the double top. You'll oftentimes have a double top, and then flip, there'll be a double bottom to bring it back up. It just depends on the chart pattern, but yeah. Universal, how much is the Iran war affecting stocks? Well, again, depends on your stock. If you're into oil, or if you're into how do you say, defense stocks or anything like that, it's probably a good day for you. For example, if you want to look here, where's the oil futures? Where is it? Yeah. For example, where is it? Here's the yeah, here's the futures chart. Look at that. It's just yeah. Oh wait, that's the 1 minute. Sorry. Hold on. Let me change this to 1 day. Okay. Oh shoot. Let me adjust the time on this. Let me go over here actually. 1 second. I'll pull the chart up on the. But like, yeah, it depends. If it's oil, I'm not surprised. Yeah. So there's oil. There's defense. Things like that, those are going up, and other things are going down. So for example, it's partly about supply and demand. The Strait of Hormuz has what, 25% of the world's oil going through it. And then also, for example, check this out. How is it affecting stocks? What if you're invested into airline, or what if you're invested into travel stocks, stuff like that? Your airlines, now it's, they can't even fly certain places. Their gas prices are going up. Travel stocks, if you're invested into hotels or something, because people aren't, look what's happening to Dubai. So again, universal, it just depends on what stocks you're talking about. Some are taking a hit and some are going way, way up. Look at the chart for Chevron. Look at the chart for Exxon. Look at the chart for oil. Yeah. Ange, thank you very much for the likes. I appreciate that. Sorry if I missed any comments over here. Did I? I don't think so. But if you have a question or comment, feel free to ask. Yeah, thank you very much. Glad you're liking the content. So yeah. Okay, let's move on here. Enough with Amazon. We've got more things to worry about. But yeah, notice that the trade volume right now is down. So when I tell you that the volume right now is 44.9 million, that gives you an idea. Right now it's a lower trade volume. Market cap is at 2.31 trillion. And then also, if you go over here to the earnings side, you're looking at how do you feel about how do you feel about investing into the treasury yield? I'm considering it nearing trading at $5. Again, that's one I can't really speak a whole lot about. I know what you're referring to, but when it comes to investing in the treasury yield, I can't speak much about that. So sorry, I can't give you more information, but I'm giving you the honest one. So anyway, I do know what you're speaking about, but I can't go in depth much. So yeah. So earnings right here, quarterly. Amazon, if you look at the last 3 quarters, Q4, again, what was recorded is less than what was expected. Q3 beat expectations. Q2 also beat expectations. And here we go annually. Yeah, so even though, for example, look at this quarterly, 2025 had a bad quarter for Q4, but still annually, they beat annual expectations on that. And 2024 also beat it. 2023 also beat it. So to summarize, even though 2025 on Amazon had a bad quarter or two, for the year, 2025 beat the earnings report. And the last 3 years for Amazon, all 3 years, you can see right behind me, all beat the earnings report. So annually. Now, just because you have a good earnings report doesn't mean that you have a great profit or revenue or income. So let's take a look at that. Go here to statements, click the annual button, and you'll see right behind me, we're looking at, for example, Western Digital, the most profitable stocks. Western Digital. Universal, I will put that on my notes. I'll look that up after I finish Western Digital, after I finish Amazon. Okay. Western Digital. There you go. Just for you, sir. We can't process that data. Hog 381. Okay. What I'm looking at right now is TradingView, and this is TradingView for Amazon, looking at the revenue, gross profit, and income. What I just want you to be aware of is that for the last 3 years, all the numbers, revenue, profit, and income, were all green. So yeah, and not only was the earnings report good, but so was the revenue and profit report. So there's Amazon. And now going back to here, Hog, what do you mean we can't process that data? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Western Digital, let me look that up for you. Western Digital Corporation. Okay, Western Digital Corporation, here we go. Hey Ange, thanks for the like and the follows. Hope you're enjoying it. If you also have a ticker, let me know. Feel free to drop it in the comments. And let me pull this over here for you. Okay, Western Digital. Just to give a quick summary of this, engages in the development, manufacture, marketing, and sale of data storage devices and solutions. The company was founded by, okay. All right, interesting. There you go. So right now, I know what you mean. It's a very going up like a hockey stick, right? So there's that. Western Digital, Comfort Systems. Okay, let me look at this. Universal, FIX, and we have APP. Okay, I'll take a look at that. Yeah, that's what I can do. Take your time, you're fine. Thank you very much. Got it. User 7. Yeah, the brick versus the dollar. This is a good conversation. Now we're getting into it. Again, this is a topic that I really like because I do follow the bricks, I do follow the dollar, I do follow gold, and yes, gold is also tied in there with the bricks because what is it? The bricks is supposed to be they're getting their what is it called? The unit, is that right? User TJ7, is it the unit? And part of the unit is tied to, it's going to be 40% tied to gold or something, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I've read those articles before. Welcome. Hope you're enjoying. And yeah, God, I've done my research on this too. But user TJ7, tell me more about what you're talking about. Yes, it's right. And when, okay, here's my question to you. Again, so this makes gold to be more valuable, right? Because if it's going to be, for example, if gold is going to be tied to the unit, which is the bricks form of payment, so then in the future, gold ought to be more valuable because it will become basically currency in a way. And as I understand, they have gold warehouses placed in different locations to make the trading more efficient. Something along those lines. And well, when do you think for example, right now the value of the oil is going up, and since the value of oil is tied to the value of the dollar, that means the dollar is getting stronger, so the value of gold right now and silver are dropping, something like that. But when do you think the bricks and the unit will come out and really start taking shape? Give me your thoughts on that. If I'm still correct in what I'm saying, correct me if I'm wrong too. So Western Digital, for those of you following, we got a request for Western Digital. Here we are right now. Western Digital is sitting here at 64 on the RSI, 64, and which is not very, yeah, that's why you can see over here the price chart for the Universal. I think you would want to ask me about this. You see how right here it's starting to consolidate up here at the top, and that's kind of what you see over here in the RSI right there. Yes, and okay, there's that. Now let me show you if I can get a couple chart patterns here coming up. Oh, for example, here's a chart pattern where it kind of corrects itself. Here is your head, right here, head, and left shoulder, right shoulder, and it does head, left shoulder, and it breaks out a little bit right there, right? And no, I'm not talking about a shampoo. Someone asked me, Head and Shoulders, is this a shampoo commercial? No, it's not. But I don't make the names for the charts. That's just what it's called, because you have the, you know, the head and the shoulder line, and there's the neckline. When it breaks the neckline, that's where it breaks out. And then Charlie, Charlie, hello. I don't want to say your name. I just want to say Charlie. It's kind of funny. I'm not political, but I can find the humor in a lot of different things. At Still in the West, you will make us all rich. Well, I don't know about that, but I'll be able to share you some information. So for the person that asked about Western Digital, here's your price chart right now. Hope that's interesting for you. Volume wise, as you can see, the volume is a little bit down right now because there's less price action. When there's more price action, there's more volume. So volume is at 14.2 million. Market cap is at 106 billion. And then if you go over here to the earnings side, let's see, Bolo Santos, I purchased 100 barrels of oil to stock up. I got it loaded in my garage yesterday. If the price of barrel goes up, I'll be rich. It's like, hey, Bolo Santos, I really appreciate that. Good vibes, man. I love it. 100 barrels stocking up, and then, but yeah, it's like trading. I get your point. What a wild name. Yes, Universal, I kind of agree. Still in the West. Yeah, there we go. Still in the West. Yeah, I like this. Thanks, guys. And here we go. For example, earnings annually, Q2, Q1, and Q4 all were beat the expectations for earnings annually. However, was different. 2025, yes, it did beat the annual expectations, but 2024, estimate. Actually, 2024 also beat the expectations because it was less negative than it was supposed to be. 2024 was supposed to be more negative. So even though the earnings report was negative, it was less negative. So yeah, so Universal, there's that. 2023 was less negative. So again, that's a positive earnings report. Now let's go here to statements. Let's go to statements right here. Go here to annually. Right here, 2025. Total revenue, gross profit. So your question, so they're making net profit now. If you go here to gross profit for 2025, yes, it was 3.84 billion, and total revenue was 9.52 billion on the year, and positive net income, positive pre-tax income, positive operating income. So again, here I'm looking at trading view for their this is 2025 on the annual chart. So that's where I'm getting the information. If you want to, you can look it up as well. Net profit, there it is, gross profit, yeah. But however, for 2024, the gross profit was negative. So it changed a lot between, for example, 2023 was all negative, and 2024, they had positive pre-tax income and positive net income. But you asked about the gross profit. Their gross profit was still negative in 2024, but in 2025, it was indeed positive. So hopefully that's helpful to you, and good questions. There you go. If any of you have a ticker or something you want me to look at, go for it. Back here to the chart, you asked me about FIX. FIX, here we go. Comfort systems, okay, got it. Universal, you're welcome. Comfort systems, here we go. Okay, here we are looking at the 1 day time frame. Right now the RSI is sitting here. You can see that right there. RSI sitting there at 60, no, 58, 59 right now. And let's see, let's move this over here. It has just come down because you can see how this one is also, like you said, it's been going up pretty. And then if we zoom out, yeah, ever since like February 20th, it's been consolidating right here. You can see this right here, all the consolidation. And you can kind of see that a little bit right here. See it right there, the RSI. And then here's your consolidation up here on the price chart. Yes, proposed future BRICS unit is backed 40% by gold and rest is supported by national currencies. Things are speeding up because war is expanding fast. Yuan has a good start because it's most stable. Yes, that's exactly what I've been reading. So I'm not sure how much of it, that's what I've been reading. Do I know it to be true? Not all of it, but yeah, that's what I've been reading too as well. Yeah, basically I'm on your wavelength. Everything you just said is stuff that I've read as well. It's always sometimes hard to discern what's always on point and what's a little bit, mixed up between, true and not so true. But yeah, everything you just said, basically that's kind of what I'm getting as well. Hello to everyone joining and welcome. We're talking everything U.S. markets, U.S. headlines, and U.S. tickers. If you have one, feel free to ask about it. And if you have a question that you would like to ask privately or individually, you can either send me a message or or you can also drop me an email and I can get back to you by email, whichever you want. Send me a message, email, whatever. I feel the stock market. Yes, Chad Bailey, 189. I share your. How much is it rigged or how is it rigged, etc., etc. I don't know about that, but sometimes I feel the same way. And yeah, universal, definitely, indeed. And who always gets the best information the fastest, etc., etc. Yeah, Chad Bailey, I'm on your wavelength too. Welcome. We're looking at comfort systems right now because it was requested. So here's your consolidation right there. The RSI is very, very neutral, and right now that one's been going up like a hockey stick also since about April 8th, right there. And let's see, done. Let's go take a look here at the earnings. Right now, the volume right here, because it's consolidating, the trade volume, as you can see, is down here. The trade volume bars right here, you can see those are high, but right now the volume is down because it's consolidating. Universal, yes, also correct. Chad Bailey. Yes, Chad Bailey, I kind of agree with you. Now for the volume at 238,000, market cap is at 50 billion. Earnings sitting here at quarterly earnings, Q4, Q3, Q2, all beat expectations. 1 second. Okay, yeah, beat the expectations for the last 3 quarters on this comfort systems. And if you look here, annually, 2025, yes, for the year it beat the expectations for the earnings. Same thing with 2024 and 2023, and going all the way back to 2022. Yes, so you can say 1, 2, 3, 4, the last 4 years, annually it did beat the expectations. Universal, since you asked about this. Welcome everyone joining. This is where we talk about everything U.S. markets and headlines. It's an educational channel. We're not here to sell you anything. So, right? Annually, when you look at comfort systems 2025, 2024, and 2023, this one, earnings was good, and so was the revenue, profit, income, and net income. So Universal, you asked about the profit on this one too. Yes, all 3 years, good profit, good revenue, good income. So there's that. And you also asked about what was it? APP. Let me erase this and then APP right here. AppLovin Corporation. Yes. Okay, AppLovin Corporation, done. If you're curious about AppLovin Corporation, this one was just requested. Engages in the development and operation of mobile marketing platform. It offers app discovery, Max, Adjust, and Sparks Labs. Its software-based platform caters to mobile application developers to improve Marketing and monetization of applications. Cool. All right, done, done, done. Okay, again, looking at the RSI, relative strength index, super neutral. And as you can see, as I circle this, done, 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 right here, this part is very neutral. And so if we go up here to the price chart, you'll see a very neutral price chart here. You see how it correlates right there, RSI and price chart. Dun, dun, dun. And welcome everyone who's joining. We're looking at AppLovin Corporation. We're breaking it down on TradingView right now. And let's see. Oh, here's an interesting one. If you're wondering why this price chart here, I want to show you this universal, since you asked about this. Here, take note of this double bottom right here, this double bottom. See the double bottom? That's the pattern that predicts the price will go up. The double bottom, the sellers lose momentum and the buyers take over. But look here, this is a nice one. You have a very good formed, here's your, again, head, and then right here is your shoulders, kind of a diagonal neckline, but there it is. Head, left side, right side, shoulders, and boom, it does break out and go down. So universal, there you go. And here we go. Yeah, this chart has got more head and shoulders, because here's another one that I see right here. Here's your head, here's your left shoulder, here's your right shoulder. You notice it doesn't break out much right there. Chad Bailey, I'm going to talk to an investment firm to help me. My stock's doing horrible. Good. Sorry to hear about your stock's doing horrible. I'm not laughing at you. I'm just laughing at the honest comment. Again, keep learning, keep growing. That's why you're probably on this channel. Hopefully it's helping you a little bit. But everybody has bad days and bad weeks and bad months. So just keep going, keep learning. It's just like everything else. You had to get an education first before you succeeded in anything. So there you go. Here's another one. Remember how I said sometimes the head and shoulders gets reversed by the reverse head and shoulders, and the double top gets reversed by the double bottom? Here's an example of that right here. If you look right here, see this circle? Here's your head, and then left shoulder and right shoulder, and then here's your head, left shoulder and right shoulder right here. See how right here they share the same shoulder line, neckline right there? They reverse each other basically right there. Yeah. And then over here. Yeah. So okay, AppLovin Corporation. Since Universal, you asked about this one. Here's that, and then going right over here. Okay, let's zoom out. Zoom out right here. Let me adjust that, zoom out. Okay, so there's that. Now let's go over here to the trading part. So for example, right here, you can see more trade volume here, less trade volume here. So right now, the volume is at 4.3 million. Trade volume is slow, and market cap is at 154 billion right now. And then right here on the quarterly earnings side, Q4, you can see it, Q4 beat expectations, Q3 beat expectations, also right here, Q2 beat expectations. Now annually, AppLovin for 2025 also as a year beat expectations. 2024 also beat expectations, earnings expectations, and the same thing with 2023. So you could say that for the last 3 years, for annual earnings reports, the reports were very positive, very good, and they beat all the expectations. On to the other people that make good money while they sleep. Oh, Chad, make money while you sleep, working just to survive right now. Yes, well, hey, man, everybody's been there. Everybody knows and understands that. So again, cheers to you for being, honest and humble and, very forthcoming. So yeah, good to have you here. Again, if there's something specific you want to talk about or ask me, feel free to shoot me an email. Let me know, or you can also send me a message, whatever you want to do. All of you joining, welcome. We're finishing up with AppLovin right now. Here's your earnings, very positive. Statements wise, annually, I think it was Universal asked me about this. Yeah, Everything was good on this one, revenue, profit, and income, except for 2024. They had a negative total revenue, but otherwise, the last 3 years were all positive. Yeah. Cool, cool. Thanks, Chad. And here we go. Yeah, so that's AppLovin Corporation. Now, let's go over here to, okay, that's all your stuff, Universal. Universal, I hope that was helpful for you. Let me go back now. Let's see, we talked about Amazon. And the other one that was in the new, yeah, we have to talk about NVIDIA. Why? Because NVIDIA, here they announced the Vera Rubin Space One chip system for orbital AI data centers. Who is ready for orbital AI data centers? I haven't even been to space yet, but yeah. Do you think they will finish top 3 in profit for 20? Oh, again, for example, this is an educational channel. I cannot give out advice or suggestions like that, otherwise the channel will dig me. The only thing I do on this channel is give out the information to help you make your own decisions, especially in the live stream. If, however, you want to know my specific thoughts or ideas about certain things, you would have to send me a message or drop your email and I'll get back to you. But that's all I can do during the live stream. Yeah, so sorry about that. Hopefully this information is helpful. If you want to know more, just you gotta contact me outside the stream. So, but anyway, NVIDIA's Vera Rubin Space One chip system for orbital AI data centers. This is a good one. Who wants to go to space? Who's ready to go to space? Orbital data centers have been becoming increasingly popular. Okay, check this out. Companies include our Axiom Space, StarCloud, Planet Labs. So the Vera Rubin Space, again, this is my notes, not a script. I spent copious amounts of time on this. The Vera Rubin Space One module for the space mission chips are engineered with their size, weight, and power for the environment. Space is in space they have unlimited solar power, so that makes a big difference too. Also, if you've heard about Google's Project Suncatcher, they are exploring the concept of computing in space as well. That's part of what that was about. So again, if you want me to look up NVIDIA, we can do that, or Google. I guess we can look up NVIDIA here since we're talking about them. Let's do that. Or if you have a different ticker that you want, let me know. But yeah, NVIDIA right here. Here's NVIDIA. Okay, here is, hold on, let me move this so it looks better. Okay, there's that. Okay, move this up here. Okay, so here's NVIDIA, and right now, as you can see, look at the RSI. RSI right here is super neutral. It's sitting there at about 48, 49. And with a 48 or 49 RSI, for example, we've talked about this many times, RSI, is right, very neutral. See RSI here, that means a neutral price chart. And here's what I want to show you. Also, look at the RSI. It's been hanging out here very neutrally for the past while. You see the same thing up here in the price chart. Look at this right here. Basically, it's like a rectangle. This is a good definition of consolidation or continuation. You basically have the invisible ceiling, the invisible floor. You can call it the resistance, the support, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, it's right there. And then, for example, let's look right here. Give you a couple chart patterns on this. We've already talked a lot about chart patterns. Let me know if there's anything specific with chart patterns you want to see. Otherwise, I'm going to move on to the earnings side of NVIDIA. Here's your double bottom right here, and here's your double top right here. Remember I told you sometimes the head and shoulders is followed by the reverse head and shoulders, and then the double top is followed by the double bottom. Here is that right there. Yes, okay. And then over here, also right here, you kind of have the same thing here. Here's your double top, here's your double top, here's your double top, and then bang, here's your double bottom. So again, it reverses itself. The two patterns balance each other out. Are you? I love it, Spartan. Thank you for the comment. Maybe so, maybe so. It depends. What would that look like to you? Anyway, so here, moving on, and okay, right here, looking at the trading volume, I read an article of Ford Motor Company buying back share. Chad Bailey, that's a good question. I haven't heard that article yet. Actually, when was this? Do you know which day? Do you have that information, Chad? Um, Anyway, so right now, for example, for NVIDIA, their trade volume is at 182 million. Market cap is at 4.4 trillion. And right here, let's go to quarterly. On this one, as you can see right here, the quarterlies are all actually beating the expectations, Q4, Q3, and Q2. And annually, right here, it's the same. Annually, they're also looking very good. 2025, 2024, and 2023 all beat the annual earnings expectations, as you can see right there. And I think I saw it yesterday. Okay, let me look that up. Justin, I did go all in Shell because of the... Oh, Justin, good comment. Yes. Who was it? Universal. I think you asked me a little while ago about which stocks are doing well right now. And just like Justin just said, the oil stocks are doing well, basically. That's one of them. Oil is probably one, defense is another, stuff like that. But again, you asked me if the war helps. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. It just depends on which stocks. Justin, good comment. Yeah, very good. And okay, here's the earnings. Look at the statements. But yeah, so Justin, I'm curious. Besides Shell, did you go into any other oil stocks or just Shell? And let's see. Chad Bailey, Ford Motor Company buying 320K. Let me look that up. Ford Motor Company buying 320 shares. Only Shell. Okay, Universal. Rothschild Incorporation. I see a good stocks look good. Universal, good question. I don't know. What's the what's the ticker on that? Okay. Also, Chad, I pulled this up on Google. Ford Motor Company has authorized a plan to repurchase up to 31.7 million shares of its common stock to counteract dilution from employee compensation. Is that what you're talking about? You mentioned 320,000 shares. This thing on Google I pulled up mentions 32 million shares, and this was on March 16th. Let me pull this up here. Detroit Free Press, Chad. So here's your Detroit Free Press, and right here it says Ford to buy back nearly 32 million shares of its stock. Is that what you're referring to? And anyway, for everyone who's watching, thank you very much for your questions or comments. I appreciate it. If there's anything more, just let me know. Drop a comment or a question. I will be back later, so hope to see you later. Until then, have a great day.